Hey guys, it's Julie. If it is loud with background noise, my apologies. My daughter is mowing the yard. Um, she didn't start it all by herself. Brother prepped it for her, so she's learning how to mow. Wet spot. Do I sweat really weird and not in the middle of normal places? No, I sweat like anybody else, but I also had a nice cold water bottle of water thrown on me. So got a little nice and refreshed right there. I did not do a budget haul this week. My apologies. I'm so sorry. Hi everyone, my name is Julie. In our household, we have my husband and I and our two kids, and my shopping budget every week is no more than $80. How in the world do I do that? Well, you have a garden, so you must save a lot of money. Well, if the garden's doing good, yeah, I can save a lot of money. Or if you want to eat the same exact things every day. The garden is struggling right now. I have been out picking in the garden, and as you can tell, I'm in the shade. Our garden is still under straight sun, so I can't do anything out there, but I wanted to go ahead and do some watering while I can. It has been so hot. Last week we had a few days with some sprinkles or a light rain, which was great. We appreciated every drop of it, but it wasn't enough to keep everything how it needed to be growing and thriving. So right now, I'm hoping that if I give them everything a great bath today, it'll rejuvenate and revitalize, and we'll see. There are two or three things that are doing extremely well. They seem to do great no matter what. I did not have time to do a budget haul. Sorry. I can tell you what I spent. I can try to tell you what I bought. I stayed under the $80. I will be spending $5 on next Wednesday for dinner for my husband from church. Let me think. Anything else going on? So I figured while I was out here working outside, I would just show you kind of what I do for the garden, for vegetables and stuff. For shopping last week, let me go ahead and move this hose real quick. So we have tomato plants out in the garden, but we ran out of space. I bought some tomato plants, like sprouts, and then my husband went and bought some too. So we had twice as many. So I planted two. You probably can't even see them right here. They're little bitty. They haven't even really grown yet. So I know this is not a great place for them because they're not thriving yet. So I don't know if it's the soil's bad or what. Same thing happened with our bell peppers. Let me see. That same thing happened with our bell peppers. I bought 6 plants, and then my husband bought 6 plants, not knowing I already had. So in our flower bed, where you normally have flowers, we have bell peppers. And if you can see, I don't know if you can tell in the back, see the ones that are red or turning red? So the older bell peppers is when they start changing colors. So we have bell peppers that are doing pretty well. We have 2 tomato plants that are not doing so great. Sorry, it's just sunny. The lighting's gonna be atrocious. And that's just how it is. We have a cherry tomato plant that has done amazing. Is it in the garden? No, it's on our fence to the backyard, between the backyard and the driveway, because that's where everybody puts cherry tomatoes, right? As you can tell, I don't know how well you can see in there. There's a lot of dying going on, a lot of dryness. A lot of these are not good anymore because we have not been out here picking. If you see that, that's not one that I would eat. All week, I've not been out here in a week. All week, I'm trying to think if there was any day where I got home before dark. I don't think so. Wednesday we had church. Thursday my son ran in a 5K that evening. Then they had some festivities afterwards. Friday I got off work late, and then I had to go grocery shopping. I got home about 7:30, and I was trying to get things ready for a softball tournament yesterday. I did not pack the amount of food I usually do. I just didn't have the time. We pack food for the whole day so we don't have to do concessions and all that stuff. and I didn't have as much as I usually have because I didn't have the time to do it. And we got home about 10 or 10:30 last night, and we got there. Her first game was at 9 o'clock in the morning, so it was a long day. Also on our fence, we have jalapeno plants, and as you can tell, same with the jalapeno plants, the older they get, they start to turn colors. So you can see in here, we got some nice red ones that I need to pick soon. I just haven't had time to do it. Also, the pear sauce that we made, I don't know if you can see behind me, that tree right there is a pear tree in our front yard. It's lost most of the pears. I told my son, hey Chuck, he can't even hear me. He's on his bicycle. He may be going out to talk to Dad on the property. I made 11 jars, made and canned 11 jars, I think it was 11, of pear sauce, like applesauce last weekend. So I'm hoping to do some more. I'm hoping to do some more baked pears today like I did last weekend to prep for this week. They're great to put in oatmeal or just cut up and eat, maybe with some cottage cheese or yogurt or something like that. So now we've come to the garden. It's not pretty. Part of it looks lush and lavish, and the rest of it looks like it's on its deathbed. So let's start with the deathbed side first. I don't know if you can see over here, everything looks like it's struggling. First 2 rows on the fencing are beans, different kinds of beans. And we have 2 rows of tomatoes. Then we have really green small plants. I don't even know where I am. Banana peppers, those are doing awesome. Right next to those, the real tall thing is okra. That's doing great. And then if you look over here, we don't have much room for vegetables because trees and trees and trees. So one thing my husband decided to do a couple of years ago was start collecting, buying, whatever, different kind of acorns and, tree seeds to start trying to grow trees. And this is like a little, very, very little family business. Like, we have made nothing. We've done, this is not a business for us to try to become millionaires or anything. This was totally 100% started for time spent with the kids. Number 2, teaching them a trade, teaching them skills. We don't expect them to be tree farmers when they grow up. To teach them skills and to also be able to interact with people, to look people in the eye, have a conversation with them, ask them if they would like to sell, if they would like to buy a tree, answer questions about what kind of trees we're growing, all that kind of stuff. So that's what this is, and it has now grown to where it's taken over a lot of my garden, which is fine. We have 2 fig trees right here. We never got planted this summer. Both of these raised beds, there's 2 raised beds right on the other side of each other. These are all strawberries. As you can tell, they look like they're dying. They need water really bad. These are some trees that were planted that didn't make it. You see these little bushes? These going all the way down are blueberry bushes. So blueberries are done and gone this year. There's still a little few strawberries over there. They're very small, but blueberries is one and done, at least for the ones that we have. Trees, like I said, these right here, the real tall ones, are okra. I came out here and cut earlier. I'm gonna take some to 2 of my coworkers, but if you can see the flower, and up here by the flower, there's your little okra thing. I can't even tell what's in the screen. I'm sorry. So okra is one of those things. It's probably the thing that we like the least. I actually have some I'm going to cook tonight. I'm not going to fry it. I am going to bake it. It doesn't matter where we plant it. It doesn't matter how much we ignore it. Okra, for some reason, always does great out here. And different things do better in different places in the garden because it's not perfectly level. Some places have more water than others, but it always does awesome out here. And That's probably the thing we like the least. Next best this year is our banana peppers. This whole row is banana peppers. I just went and picked a bunch of them. I may go to the farmer's market and see if they are interested in any to sell. I don't know what you guys can see in here, but these are all just covered. And I got a lot a little while ago. We have 1, 2, 3, that one's dead, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12 tomato plants out here. As you can see, they're looking kind of withered and tattered, dying. There are still some tomatoes trying to grow, but it's like dying, dying, dying. Oh, is there a chance of life? So I'm hoping to, like I said, this afternoon really get in here and water really, really well. These are pinto beans. It looks like they're trying, some of them are trying to stay alive. Black beans didn't do anything this year, and I did not have time to replant them. These are wax beans, and I don't even see any on here right now. The plants look good. I see like a baby one, but I don't see any. There's a couple. I don't know if you guys can see those or not. But they look like green beans, but they're yellow. So come on down here. Nothing down here really did anything this year. All these beans I planted down here just didn't. Now we have another kind of bell pepper. I mean, not bell pepper, banana pepper. We have my banana peppers over there. These are Daddy's banana peppers. As we've already stated, peppers, when they sit a long time, oh, we got another tomato plant right here. No tomatoes yet. But peppers change colors when they've been sitting too long, or when they're ready to be picked, the more mature. So if you can see in here, amongst the weeds, we have some yellow peppers. There's some orange back in there, some red. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 plants of spicy banana peppers. I don't pick these when I pick the other ones. That's why they've changed colors. I don't eat them. My husband eats them. I have made some I've canned some hot peppers, and I mixed some of the hot banana peppers in there for him. But other than that, I haven't really done anything with them yet this year, just like I haven't done the jalapenos. He loves cowboy candy, and I just haven't gotten to it yet this year. Okay, so here, not very many at all, and they look like they are dying too. We have purple whole peas. And so once again, I'm gonna try to revitalize them. Here we have cucumber. This whole thing, which is also half dead, is cucumber. And it was doing really well. So hopefully it'll come back to life for me and keep producing. We've enjoyed these cucumbers. They're not the big long ones, they're the pickling cucumbers. So they're not the big long ones that you see in the store. This is our corn that's gone. I don't even know if we got really any. We got a few corn on the cobs, and there's still some on here that are nice and gone. They're dried. You want to see what one looks like? I don't know if you can see that or not. But, and then down here we have a couple of zucchini plants, but honestly they haven't done anything this year. And then sprinkled out, if you see the green amongst the brown on the ground, those are, some of them are cantaloupe, some of them are zucchini plants. So that almost looks like maybe a zucchini. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not. And then it looks, not zucchini, what am I talking about? The heat's getting to me. Cantaloupe and watermelon. And then we saw 2 more over here that look like they will either, one of them looks like it's ready. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see. There we go. There's one And then there's one over here. But again, these things need lots of water. Sorry, I'm trying to get ants off of them. And then we also have, like I said, we have watermelon plants, but I don't see any watermelons. So that's it for, and all this other space out here, all these brown weeds. We were trying to do companion planting. Excuse me. We're trying to do companion planting. So like one row was corn and watermelon. One row was corn and cantaloupe. One row was corn and zucchini. And one row was corn and squash. Just because I didn't have enough room in the garden to do enough rows for everything I wanted to do. Needless to say, this part of the garden has not been very successful this year. So yeah, I'm going to, oh, I guess I should go move the water up front again. It's been running for a while on those bell peppers. So we have lots of food, and I don't want to make it sound like we don't, but we are, and we always have some stuff that does well and some stuff that does not do well. So I'm gonna go move this water, and then I'll take you inside and show you what I am planning to do for dinner tonight, and also what I have picked so far today. I still have a lot more to pick, as you can tell. So we'll be back shortly. Hope you guys have a good one. Thank you for watching and spending your time with me. God bless.